Until you're able to provide the father of that child, don't come back here.
That child doesn't look like me. She doesn't look like you. Doesn't make her not your child, nah?
Take that child out of my house, the angry father roared as he pointed at his crying little daughter. She is not my blood. The little girl fell to her knees. She stretched out her tiny hands. Daddy, please don't send me away. But the man turned his back. Just then, his old mother stepped forward, holding a small wooden box she had hidden for more than 20 years. My son, she said with tears in her eyes, if you chase this child away today, you will spend the rest of your life crying for what you are about to lose. The whole compound fell silent. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe for more powerful African stories filled with family secrets, shocking betrayals, and unforgettable endings. Now, let's begin. In the peaceful village of Obodo lived a hard-working farmer named Chike. He loved his wife very much. After many years of waiting, they finally had a baby girl. But when the baby was born, everyone became quiet. The little girl had very light brown skin. Her hair was soft and curly. Her eyes looked different from both her parents. People began whispering, "She doesn't look like her father. Maybe the wife has been unfaithful." The gossip spread from one compound to another. At first, Chike ignored everyone. "My wife would never betray me," he always said. But the whispers never stopped. Every market day, someone would laugh. Every village meeting, someone would make a joke. Slowly, the poison entered Chike's heart. He began looking at his daughter differently. Whenever the little girl ran toward him shouting, "Daddy!" he would force a smile, but inside, his heart was full of doubt. Years passed. The little girl's name was Zina. She was kind. She shared her food with other children. She helped old people carry firewood. Everyone loved her, except her own father. One evening, Zina carefully made a small wooden toy with her own hands. She ran happily to Chike. "I made this for you, Daddy." He looked at it for only a second. Then he dropped it on the ground. "I don't want it." The little girl quietly picked it up. She walked away, wiping her tears. Watching from the doorway was Chike's old mother. Her heart broke. She knew something no one else knew, but she had promised never to speak until the right time. Years later, a terrible sickness spread across the village. Many farms dried up. Food became scarce. One afternoon, Chike fell from a tall palm tree while gathering palm fruits. He hit his head badly. The village healer said he needed a rare herb found deep inside the forest. No one wanted to go. The forest was dangerous. Wild animals lived there. Even grown men were afraid. But before anyone could speak, young Zina stepped forward. "I will go." Her father looked surprised. "You?" She nodded. "You are my father. I cannot let you die." Before sunrise the next morning, she entered the forest with the village hunter. After many hours, they found the rare herb growing beside a rocky stream. On their way back, a large snake crossed their path. The hunter froze, but Zina stayed calm. She remembered something her grandmother had taught her. She slowly stepped backward. The snake quietly disappeared into the bushes. By sunset, they returned safely. The healer used the herb. Within days, Chike became stronger. The whole village praised Zina's bravery. But even then, Chike's heart remained hard. One evening, after hearing fresh gossip in the market, he finally exploded. I have had enough. He pointed at Zina. You are not my daughter. Leave my house. Her wife burst into tears. The girl dropped the basket she was carrying. She slowly walked toward the gate. Then, an old voice stopped everyone. Nobody is leaving. It was Chike's mother. Her hands were shaking. She carried an old wooden box wrapped in faded cloth. She placed it on the floor. Inside were old letters, a faded photograph, and a tiny baby bracelet. The old woman took a deep breath. My son, she said with tears in her eyes, the truth is not what you think. Everyone leaned closer. Your wife never betrayed you. Chike frowned. Then why doesn't she look like me? His mother pointed at the old photograph. It showed Chike's great-grandfather. He had the same light brown skin, the same soft curly hair, the same bright eyes. My father looked exactly like Zina. The villagers gasped. The old woman continued. When you were born, you looked like your own father, but your grandfather's features skipped one generation. I never told anyone because nobody asked. She handed Chike the baby bracelet. It belonged to your grandfather when he was a child. The tiny carving on it matched one Zina had worn since birth. Chike's hands began shaking. He looked at the old photograph, then at Zina. For the first time, he truly saw his grandfather's face in hers. His knees became weak. He slowly walked toward his daughter. Tears rolled down his cheeks. I believed strangers instead of my own family. I hurt the child who loved me the most. Zina looked into his eyes. She saw real regret. Without saying a word, she hugged him tightly. The whole compound cried. Even the villagers who had spread the gossip lowered their heads in shame. From that day forward, Chike never allowed anyone to speak badly about his daughter. Whenever someone judged another child by appearance, he would tell them his own story. Never let gossip become louder than love. Years later, Zina became the village teacher. She taught children not only how to read and write, but also how dangerous lies can be. And every evening, Chike sat proudly outside his house, watching his daughter walk home. The little girl he almost lost had become his greatest blessing. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more emotional African village stories, and share this lesson with someone you love. Remember, appearances can fool the eyes, but love always reveals the truth in the end.